test.
One, two.
Hi everybody, and welcome to another edition of State Tech Live. I am your host, Brandon McElwain. I'm the marketing director here at the college. And today we are going to visit Automation and Robotics. Super cool name, and a lot of really cool and interesting equipment, including robotics. I mean, some of the things that these robots can do in our lab are just absolutely amazing. So, before we go any further, we're going to take it out to the lab and go ahead and introduce you to the program chair of this department.
Thanks, Brandon.
Brandon. I'm Laura Bardot with State Tech Admissions here, and with me today I have Chris Haynes, the instructor for the Automation and Robotics program. So Chris, what makes your program unique?
I think really it's the variety of industries that we cover. For the most part, with our setup, we can go anywhere from doing heavy industrial manufacturing over to automotive. We'll do gas, oil, chemical, paper. Yeah, you pretty much name it. Almost anything out there has some sort of automation in it. Even buildings and CNC machines. We deal with that kind of stuff as well. So the variety of what we have is really what a student can get into. I think, what probably makes our program unique compared to everybody else on campus.
So really making a marketable employee covering all different aspects. So what classes would students take here?
We normally start off with basic electricity. So, how all this stuff is going to work down at that level. We'll work our way up to things like installing that equipment and then also learning how to program it, set it up, and finally wrap up with a little bit of troubleshooting skills.
So you talk about all those different industries. Are there job opportunities in those industries for your students?
Yes, I mean, just about every industry out there is looking for qualified controls technicians right now. The job opportunities here at the job fair was just absolutely great this year. Every year for the last couple of years, we have had at least 10 or 12 employers just looking for controls technicians, and most of them are looking for multiple positions. And I believe that this is just a small sampling in Missouri. So nationwide, everybody's looking for someplace. There's a lot of people that are retiring and they've got to replace this knowledge base, and they're looking at tech schools to do that.
Absolutely. And the industry just keeps growing and growing with technology. And so speaking of technology, we are surrounded by technology in this lab. Can you tell me a little bit about the products here?
Yeah, so basically what we have here is that we have a couple of different systems that emulate what you're going to see out in industry. For example, you guys are going to see a demonstration of our conveyor system. It's going to kind of emulate what Amazon or FedEx would do. We're going to do a robot demonstration here with our trainers, showing how that's going to get set up and how they would actually go through and do some troubleshooting on that. We also have a mixed tank emulator, which goes through and it shows you like how to basically mix chemicals and stuff like that together, how we deal with that. And then last, we also have some additional sortations, and we have some high-tech trainers that we work with as well to get our students prepared for industry.
That's amazing at the shop and lab opportunities that students have here for that hands-on learning here at State Tech. And Chris, what is your favorite part about being an instructor here?
Probably watching the students grow. When they come here, most people really don't know what automation is, and to watch them come through and learn to master those skills that they need to succeed is probably the most, what I find the most important and most meaningful to me.
That's fantastic, Chris. So let's check out what a student is doing here with this robot.
Okay, that we will. Brandon, back to you.
All right, thank you very much to both Chris and Laura there. Very interesting stuff. And one of the most important things about graduating, becoming a student and graduating from State Tech, is you get a job, right? I mean, there's nothing better than to know that when you come to the #1 college in the country, you're going to come here, you're going to learn, and you are going to be employed. And we have another success story to show you from this program.
State Tech helped me with not only the physical knowledge, but the theoretical knowledge that is much needed on the job site to problem solve and troubleshoot everyday situations. So State Tech, my degree from State Tech helped me get the opportunity to move from a maintenance position as an electrician all the way up to now the automation department, working directly with the engineers and people worldwide on a daily basis. I would suggest State Tech to people more than any other place because they really do a great job to go above and beyond to make sure that you get the skills needed and to make sure that you understand what they're teaching you.
We had a lot of fun visiting Ray. That was at Hartman. It's in Rolla. And the cool thing about that place is it is this massive facility that what they do, they make egg crates, something you don't always think about, but they need robotics. They need all kinds of people that State Tech can produce. And we wanted to once again say congratulations to Ray for his success in being one of the alumni that we love to talk about because we have a lot of them. So now we're going to go ahead and send it back out to the lab for a demonstration in our Automation and Robotics lab.
Okay, with me now I have Zach Boat. Zach, why don't you give us a little bit of information here about what this robot cell's doing?
All right, so basically what this robot is currently doing is it is picking up the blocks and checking to see if there's a hole in that block or not. And if there's not, it is setting it back into these four quadrants right here. And then right now it's currently about to restart itself. But when it first starts, it will line them up all through this front part right here. And then it'll go back to there and then put them back up back here. And then what they're going to do after that is it's going to move the blocks over onto the conveyor and go down through the conveyor, and the robot's going to go pick those blocks back up and then come back to this photo sensor right here, and it will see if it has a block or not, or no hole or not. And if it doesn't have a hole, it will put it right here in this, there's a spot right here next to the robot that it will place that one block down at, and it will put all the other blocks back in the backside.
Okay, and the purpose of this training is really to give our students a background on how to do a little bit of robotic programming using sensors and different things that we have available to them in the field. All right, so now I think we're gonna go ahead and send this on back to Brandon.
All right, super, super cool. You gotta love to see those robots in action. I mean, it's called Automation and Robotics. You gotta see a robot work, right? Well, the only thing better than seeing some of the cool things we have in our lab in a video or in State Tech Lives, it would be to be here in person. And the best time to come to State Tech, well, it's open house.
See for yourself why State Tech is the top two-year school in the country and stop by their open house on Saturday, March 27th. Don't miss State Tech's open house, Saturday, March 27th. From the classroom to your career, State Tech is the employer's choice. StateTechMo.edu.
Open house is a whole lot of fun. If you are even remotely considering State Tech this year or in years in the future, or you just want to come see the best premier technical college in the country, there's no better time than open house. So for more information on open house, you can always head to our website. That's statetechmo.edu. Under the admissions tab, you'll see admissions events, and there's more information, including a chance to register for our open house. I would definitely suggest it. All of our labs, including our automation and robotics lab, will be open to the public, and you get to walk around, see everything State Tech has to offer, and guess what? You're going to be able to win some really cool prizes along the way too. So now we're going to go ahead and send it back to the lab with a second demonstration.
Okay, now I'm here with Ryan Brown. He's a student in the automation program. He's going to talk a little bit about our state-of-the-art trainers.
Today I am working with an Allen Bradley PLC, an Allen Bradley Point.io with integrated safety, and an Allen Bradley variable frequency drive. I'm talking to these pieces of equipment with Ethernet, and I'm using our Studio 5000 software that we downloaded from Allen Bradley. We can view our inputs and outputs on this software with our PLC and our Point.io. We can also adjust parameters of the drive, and that's about it, what we do.
All right, and really for these trainers, this is something our students actually built last year, and in fact, they're in the process of building the second set of them this year. And up here, this is basically the most state-of-the-art stuff that's out there in the factory right now. With our motion control here, our Point.io units, these things here allow us to install equipment out in the field and reduce the amount of electrical work that has to be troubleshooted and hooked up. And then also up at the very top there is our programmable logic controller, which is what we're actually learning how to program and troubleshoot in this lab. At this time, I'll go ahead and send it on back to Brandon.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. So we're going to go ahead and take it to another quick video that gives a little bit more in-depth look at this program, as well as hear from some other students who've really enjoyed their time at State Tech.
Okay, the Automation and Robotics program, stuff that we're going to focus on is going to obviously be robotics as part of the program. Just basically because things are too expensive to build with human hands nowadays. We're also going to be dealing with the basics of electricity. Everything nowadays are obviously run on electrons and juice coming out of the wall. And last but not least, from the automation standpoint, is all the specialized equipment that runs in the background that makes this stuff happen.
We get to do the hands-on stuff as a normal electrician would do, and then we get to do the PLCs at the same time, so you kind of get two different sides of it. And I really like that, so you're more of a well-rounded individual when you come out of here. As a first year, I got probably 5 or 6 different job offers, and they all emailed me as a first year to come work for them. So I'm looking forward to it. Then this year, that's going to be almost a guaranteed job since first year I got that many interviews.
In our program, probably a real good student would be somebody who is capable of working with their hands, that has some interest in it, but also willing to use their brains a little bit more too. Computer skills are definitely a plus because a lot of things that we deal with interfaces with computers, but also the guys that are just wanting to turn a wrench or run a meter, we have plenty of positions for those kind of people as well too.
I don't know, I always enjoyed the automation stuff. I always thought it was a lot of cool, really cool, all the robotics and stuff, being able to control a machine just through a computer. That really drew my interest. So, and I heard a lot about, a lot of hands-on stuff. What's really cool is I've already got a job lined up and I haven't even graduated yet.
Such a super cool program with a very in-demand employee. So again, State Tech, #1 college in the country, 99% placement. No better place to come than State Tech. But before we go, we're going to send it out one last time to the lab for a third student demonstration.
Okay, now I'm here with Garrett Dodge. He's going to talk to us a little bit about this conveyor system that he's going to demonstrate for us.
So we got this conveyor here with a demo program in it, and it is made to kind of simulate Amazon or UPS or FedEx, and it sends the boxes around the loop until the operator would press pick if they want to send one box to say a different truck, and then it goes down the pick lane, and the robot is triggered to come over and pick it up to take it to the drop lane, and then it is reintroduced to the loop. And in a plant, you might see it going down a conveyor, and they may want to take one box if it has a different item in it to send it to a different truck than the other boxes are going to.
Okay, so let's go ahead and give you guys a little bit of demonstration on how this is going to work. And like usual, Murphy's Law is hit and the box got twisted. So we're going to go ahead and stop for a second and allow them to reset the configuration here. And this is what happens when you're learning how to do programming for the first time, is that nothing ever goes right the first couple of times around, so they're working on getting the kinks out as we speak. Okay, so now the demonstration is complete, we're going to head over to admissions.
Well, we would like to give a big thank you to Chris Haynes and the Automation and Robotics program here today as we went through our State Tech Live. As Brandon mentioned, we would love to invite every single one of our viewers to our open house on March 27th, starting at 10 a.m. Please register online, statetechmo.edu, under admissions and then admissions events. Also, we still do have a few more openings in this program for the fall. If you think all of this stuff is really cool, go ahead and just apply. It is free and takes about 15 minutes, and you can do it even from your phone. At statetechmo.edu, hit apply now. And back to Brandon in the studio.
All right, thank you very much, Laura, Chris, and all the students that helped today. And again, I know I said it once, and Laura said it also. We're going to say it a third time, because third time's a charm, right? We really suggest you guys come to Open House. If you or anybody you know is interested in State Tech this coming fall, or any fall in the next 4 to 5 years, come on out, see what State Tech has to offer. Find out firsthand why we are ranked the best college in the country. With a 99% placement rate, there's no reason why you don't want to find out firsthand why we are the employer's choice. So once again, thanks to everybody who helped with today's live show. We'll be sure to be back here hopefully next week. So before we go ahead and go, I just wanted to say thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you soon. Thanks a lot.